If you stream directly from your Xbox to Twitch and you want to go ahead and add overlays to make your stream look professional, in this video, I'm going to walk you step by step on how to do just that without the need of a capture card or having a computer next to you every time you want to go live. Now, disclaimer, this method is not free. However, it's the exact process that I went ahead and utilized when I got started to go ahead and have overlays until I had the opportunity to save up, to get a capture card, to get a computer, so I can start utilizing OBS Studio. So what the website we're going to utilize today is going to be lightstream.com. Now, you only have to set this up one time on a laptop. You can go to the library, you can go to anybody's laptop, set this up for the first time, and then after we set this up, I'm going to show you how once you go live on your Xbox, it'll automatically throw your overlays on your stream. People can see it on mobile, on desktop, on tablet. It does not matter. So you go to lightstream.com, and I'll put a link in the description of this video. Once you're here, you're going to go to pricing. You're going to see here that you have a monthly and an annual option. You have $8 a month or $16 a month for 1080p 30 frames per second. Do not go for 60 frames per second. Xbox does not support anything higher than 30 frames per second. And the 720p plan is perfect because most people are going to watch you on mobile. And again, you utilize this to get started. And once you're able to save enough money, then you can go ahead and switch to OBS and get a capture card and stuff like that. So once you got ahead and selected your plan, and you'll have a 7-day free trial. Plus, if you use the link in the description, again, this video is not sponsored by Lightstream, you'll get 25% off your first month as well. All right, so once you got ahead and logged in with your Twitch account, you have to select Twitch as the option to be able to log in because your Xbox does not support Facebook or YouTube. Later in the video, if you're interested in that, I'll show you how to go ahead and stream to Twitch and YouTube or Twitch and Kick at the same time while still having overlays and using the same exact method. So to get started, we're going to need to get some overlays. Now, you can get overlays from anywhere that you may like. I'm personally going to go ahead and utilize overlays from Stream Designs. And you'll see here they have tons of animated overlays for you to be able to select from. For this video, I'm going to utilize the Dark Wave theme. And you're going to see here that the Dark Wave theme is going to give us everything that we need to be able to go ahead and look professional. Our overlay bar, our just chatting, our starting soon, our ending soon, our be right back, our panels, our alerts, our webcam overlay. And they're all going to be animated. So you'll see here they will get the animation, and we'll be able to see that this is how the stream is going to look professional with these overlays here. So once we gone ahead and selected our overlay, I'm also going to go ahead and get the stinger transition from Stream Designs, and I'm also going to get the matching countdown timer as well from Stream Designs. So once you go ahead and have your overlays, again, from wherever you went ahead and got them, make sure that you unzip the file. So whenever you download the file from Stream Designs, if you're on Windows, you're going to extract the file and get the folder. And if you're on Mac, you're going to go ahead and double click and it's going to create a folder for you, right? So once you have that, we're going to come here to the top left and select My Project. We're going to name this Live Stream Xbox. And then for the resolution, you want to select either the 720p 30 frames per second plan or the 1080p 30 frames per second plan. Super important that you toggle this on, Auto Live Project. What this means is that once you set this up one time, every time you go live on your Xbox to Twitch, this is automatically going to activate and all your overlays are going to be present. Now, I'm going to show you later how you can utilize your phone as a stream deck to be able to go ahead and switch the scenes when you're gaming on your console without having the computer next to you, and it's all powered by Lightstream. So once you go ahead and toggle that on, you're going to come to the right here and you're going to toggle on your Twitch account, okay? Once you have that, we can now begin to build out our scenes. So the first scene we're going to build, we're going to come down here to the bottom, double click, and we're going to name this Starting Soon. Okay, this is going to be our starting soon. So we're going to hit this little plus icon. We're going to come to video clip because we have animated overlays. If you don't have animated overlays, you would select image as your option. So I'm going to select video clip. I'm going to hit upload video. I'm going to hit browse. And when I come here, you're going to see here that initially Stream Design is going to give me a zip file like this. Then once I go ahead and double click on it, it's going to go ahead and give me a folder. So I'm going to double click this folder. You're going to see you have your overlay screens, your webcam overlays, your alerts, your panels, all comes inside your package. You'll come to overlay screen and then we'll select the starting soon. Now I went ahead and preloaded this prior just to make this video a lot faster. So here's going to be the starting soon. Now you have the option to be able to add a countdown timer here if you want to. And if you do want to add a countdown timer here, you can go to lascurry.com/countdown timer tool. I'll put a link in the description of this video. It's completely free. You can go ahead and put this to be at 5 minutes. You can leave it as center. You can go ahead and change the color to just white. And then if you want to be able to put some end text, you can, like stream starting. And then all you have to do is say get my timer. That's going to go ahead and give you this URL. You're not going to see the timer because it's white. So we'll copy this link. We'll come back here. We'll click this little plus icon. We'll come to third-party integrations. You'll do browser source. And all you need to do is hit paste. And once you paste that, you're going to see here that the timer is now going to appear. There it is. And you can now place it wherever you may like. So now we have that timer there. Now, I personally prefer to utilize a countdown timer overlay, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click this little plus icon. I'm going to name this countdown. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit this plus icon and I'm going to hit video clip. And remember, if you got this overlay from Stream Designs, the package and the count timer transition are all sold separately, but I did go ahead and get the matching countdown timer. So I went ahead and added it again, but however, you'll hit upload video, you'll browse, and then you'll go to the countdown timer, right? Which is going to come in a zip file. You'll unzip it. Here's the countdown timer. And now we can go ahead and add it. And like I mentioned before, I went ahead and preloaded all of these things in here. So here's my countdown timer. And now I have it set up, 5 minutes. And now that's kind of going for me. So the next thing that we're going to go ahead and get set up is going to be our just chatting scene. So to be able to set up our just chatting, we're going to go ahead and hit this little plus icon again. We're going to go ahead and hit this plus icon. We're going to go to video clip, upload video. And again, this is going to be included inside of your package, animated overlays, overlay screens, and you'll see here the just chatting. So you will upload that. I have it here uploaded, and you'll see here that now we have our just chatting scene. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and add in our gameplay. So we're going to go ahead and hit this little plus icon, and we're going to go ahead and hit game, right? Game source. So now here's going to be our game. And what we want to do is that we want to make sure that it's either here in the center, right? If you're going to be using the webcam directly on your console, then you're going to want to leave the webcam for the top right because you're restricted on where you can place your camera. If you're going to have a laptop next to you and you're going to utilize this and you want to connect your camera directly to Lightstream, then you'll have more flexibility to be able to adjust that. So typically I go ahead and put the game here in the center, and then your webcam from your Xbox would be right here on the right side when you'll select on the top right. So that's the way you would do that. If you don't want to be able to have something there, that's totally fine. Typically what I do is I'll duplicate the game source. So I'll take this and I'll just put a picture here, my logo or something to be able to fill that box. And then for our chat here. So to be able to go ahead and add our chat, we're going to go ahead and come over to rainmaker.gg. Again, this is powered by Lightstream. It's completely free to be able to utilize this. You're going to go ahead and get logged in. Once you get logged in here, on the left-hand side, you're going to see overlay. You're going to select new overlay. We're going to name this Twitch chat. Live background is 0. Live background is there. We're going to create overlay. And now what we're going to do is you're going to hit layer, and you're going to come here and you're going to select chat. This is going to give us the chat color that we want here. So now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and hit save. And once you hit save, you see our chat's going to be here. You're going to copy this URL. Okay. We're going to come back here to Lightstream. You're going to hit this plus icon. You're going to go to third-party integration. You're going to select browser source. And then we're going to go ahead and paste that in here. And now you're going to see that once we get this populated, you're going to see here that our chat is now here. So the only way to be able to go ahead, and if you get this issue here, it says misconfigured, all this means is that it's not the right size, right? So for it to work, and anytime you come over here and make adjustments, this is going to go ahead and adjust it. So an easy way to be able to fix this, you can come here, select the video. Okay. You can go ahead and add, right click, double click this, and we'll go ahead and adjust this to be able to add the video that we want. So once we have our chat here in place, what we're going to do here is now we're going to place it right where it needs to be. So once you have your chat going, you're going to want to be able to run a test. So the easiest way to be able to do that is to do, this is a test. Okay. Say okay. This is a test. Okay. So you can see here is the chat. So what we want to do is we want to adjust this okay, to be able to fit directly in here. So in order to be able to fix that, we're gonna come back to our chat. Here's our chat. Let's delete this here. Okay, and all we want to do is we want to just shrink it up a little bit. Okay, and we want to place it a little bit closer to where it wants to be. And again, we'll start to test this, and you'll just have to keep testing just to get it into the right spot. And then once you have it there, you can start adjusting the actual size of it directly in here by clicking on settings, and then you'll be able to change the color, and then you'll be able to change the size and the actual placement here. Okay, so once you have that, you can decide to say choose the icon, and that's how you're going to be able to place your chat. So now that we have our chat there, we can go ahead and minimize this. The next thing that we want to go ahead and set up is actually our gameplay scene. So your audio is going to come through directly here once you have this here, and then any sounds for alerts and things of that sort. And I'm going to show you how to set up alerts here in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and add a new scene. We're going to name this gameplay. Okay, and now once we have that in place, we're going to hit this little plus icon. We're going to select video clip. You're going to select upload video. You're going to hit browse. And then what we're going to want to do is you're going to come to your package, and you're going to go ahead and select overlay screens, and you're going to select overlay bar, right? So once you upload that, it's going to look just like this. And this is where you'll have the new follower, new subscriber, new donation goal. So we'll place that right there. And then the next thing we want to do is add in our game source, right? So this is going to be the game. This is what's going to be coming from your Xbox directly over to Lightstream. So we'll place that there. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and in the description of this video, I went ahead and put an image that's going to tell you what positions your camera can be on Xbox for you to be able to go ahead and place that here. So to be able to find that, it's really easy. We can go to Google. You can type in Lightstream Studio Xbox Webcam. Okay, go to images and we'll see it here. We'll save this image here. And I'll put this in the description of this video. So we'll come back to Lightstream with this little plus icon. We'll go to image. We will upload an image. We'll browse exactly where we went ahead and saved it. Here it is right here. Okay, I'm going to upload this file, and we only need this just to be able to play. So these are the positions where your webcam can be on your Xbox. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add in our webcam overlay. So we're going to hit this little plus icon here. We're going to hit video clip. We're going to hit upload. You're going to hit browse, and then you're going to come back to your package you got from Stream Designs. You're going to come to webcam overlay. You get 3 different options. If you're going to, I like to utilize just the border. So this is going to be with the border. So we'll select that, and then you'll see here that I have it uploaded already. So here's going to be the webcam overlay. So now I can size it. I can just place it exactly where my camera is going to be on my Xbox. And there it is. And now that I have that in place, I can go ahead and delete this image. And now I have my webcam overlay, my overlay bar, and my game source added here as well. So now we're going to go ahead and add in our Be Right Back scene. So to be able to add our Be Right Back scene, we're going to label this Be Right Back. Okay, BRB. And now we're going to come to this little plus icon. We're going to select video clip, upload. Go to browse, go back to your package from Stream Designs, go to overlay scenes, and you're going to go ahead and select your Be Right Back. So we'll upload that. Here it is for me. And now we have our Be Right Back scene. So next we want to go ahead and add our stream ending scene. So to add that, we're going to go stream ending. We're going to add that there. And now we're going to do the same process again. We're going to go back to our package, upload, browse, and then we'll come to our animated package again, overlay scenes, and then you'll go ahead and go to stream is ending. So we'll add that here. Here it is for me. And now we have this in place. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and add in a stinger transition. So every time you switch between scenes, so right now when I go to my starting soon, you see that nothing really happens, right? So what I want to do here is that I want an effect to happen when this happens here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to my countdown timer. I'm going to hit this little plus icon. I'm going to go to video clip. I'm going to hit upload. And then again, I got the stinger transition from Stream Designs. It comes separate from the package, but it'll come in a zip file just like this. And then you'll upload the stinger transition. So I'll have it here. So you'll see here that it's just going to happen, right? So in order for you this stinger transition to be able to work, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have it selected. Click this little icon here. You don't want it to loop. You want it to stop and hide. Now, while you're setting this up, it's gonna keep running. So it's gonna look a little weird. However, when you're live and you're actually switching, the stinger transition will happen and then the scene will happen. So all you would do is you would add the stinger transition to every single one. You would come to video clip, you would go to stinger transition, but it's super important that you place stinger transition all the way at the top and that you select here, stop and hide. So once it happens, which is only like a 2-3 seconds, you're gonna have a stinger transition and then the scene's gonna play. Super important, okay? So you'll do the same thing here for the gameplay. So for every scene you have, you wanna go ahead and add the stinger transition because this is gonna make the stream look extremely professional. Always have it at the top and then make sure you have it here for stop and hide. So you would do that for every individual one. So for this reason here, I'm gonna go ahead and set up our alerts under our gameplay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just for right now, just hide it. So that way it doesn't distract us while we're setting this up. So to be able to set up our alerts, we're now gonna come back here to Rainmaker. We're gonna go ahead and exit out and we're gonna create a new overlay. So we're gonna select a new overlay. We're gonna name this Twitch Alerts. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and create overlay. And then what you simply wanna do is you wanna hit this little plus icon, come to alerts. You're gonna see follow, tips, subscription, subscribers. Now, out of the gate, they're gonna give you some default alerts to be able to utilize. However, inside of your Stream Designs package, you did get alerts that match your package as well. So I'm gonna show you how to set up one of them. And then once you know how to set up one of them, you'll be able to set up all the rest. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this little upload icon. I'm gonna come back to my package and then I'm gonna come and select alerts. Now I'm gonna go ahead and find the new follower. So here's a new follower. I'm gonna open it up. And you're gonna see here that now we have the matching one. So to be able to test this, you'll hit test, hit follow. And now you can see here that now we have a matching alert. So once you have that set up for all your alerts, you're gonna come to here, copy the URL. We're gonna go back. And now what you're simply gonna do is again, third party, browser source. And then what you'll do here is that you'll paste the URL for the alert. You'll see that the alert will pop up and then you simply can place it wherever you like. And again, if we come back here and hit a test, let's hit a test here for follow, you'll see here that now our alert is now showing up. So you can see how we're starting to make this look extremely professional. Now, in order for all of this to be able to work, there are some steps we need to do on the Xbox to make sure everything is linked correctly. So now that we have a professional looking stream here for us, we want to go ahead and switch over to the Xbox. So to be able to go ahead and get that set up, you're going to come to your Xbox. You're going to go ahead and go to settings. You're going to go ahead and go to your stream. So you're going to hit this little the middle icon on your controller. You're going to come over to where you can stream. So live streaming. And it's going to be super important in order for this to be able to work correctly. You need to make sure that when you come here to more options, you need to make sure that this is set to exactly the plan that you selected on Lightstream. So if you selected 720, do the 720. If you selected 1080p, select 1080p. Then you want to go ahead and select your destination. You don't want it to say Twitch here. You want it to say Lightstream Studio. So you'll set that up there. And now that you have that in place, again, your webcam, you'll select it, position it where we did it on the actual stream. And then here's where you'll put in your stream title. So now what we want to do is, now that you have that in place there, I'm going to show you how to be able to access everything you just done here directly on your mobile. So on your mobile device, you're going to go ahead and go to remote.golivestream.com. You'll simply go ahead and get logged in with your same account details that you went ahead and just got logged in with on Lightstream. So you select your Twitch account. You'll then go ahead and get logged in. And once you've gone ahead and gotten logged in, it's going to go ahead and ask you to go ahead and put in your code. And once you go ahead and put in your code on your mobile device, you're then going to get access to where you need to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put in this code. Okay, it's going to get me logged in. I'm going to authorize Livestream to have access. And now you're going to see here that now that I've gotten logged in, I'm going to hit allow. You're going to see here that now I have the starting soon, the countdown, scene 3, gameplay, every scene that I went ahead and created, I now have access on my mobile device. So every time that I want to go to my just chatting, I can just click a button on my phone and be able to manage the stream. You no longer need to log in onto Lightstream after you go ahead and set this up. But if you want to be able to stream from your Xbox to Twitch, have overlays on there, and then be able to stream to YouTube at the same time, go ahead and watch this video right here. But if you want to stream to Twitch and Kick at the same time, go ahead and watch this video right here, where I walk you step by step on how to do just that. I'll see you guys in the next video.